Good morning, everyone. Morning grain notes. We have overnight trade 2 1/4 higher corn, 4 higher beans, 534.5 December corn, and 1246 for the November beans. Lately, we have been seeing some of our best support in overnight trade. For this week's weekly sales coming out here in about a half hour, we will be looking for strong bean sales, although corn and wheat sales anticipated to be slightly low again, as they have been for a number of weeks now. We got the average estimates for Tuesday's supply and demand report. For the corn carryout, an increase of 24 million bushels. That's a little bit lower than we might have anticipated from the last quarterly stocks report. That likely comes from expectations that corn yield will actually be down 0.3 bushels. Over on the bean side, a significant increase of 115 million bushels. That comes from a combination of both last week's quarterly stocks report being higher and anticipation bean yields will be increased by half a bushel next week. Once again, we anticipate trade will keep price levels above what those carryout numbers suggest. Again, if we're going to use those carryout numbers, then we would say December corn should be 520 to 525, and November beans, pretty much easily south of $12. So we've been maintaining support like we have in previous weeks. So we do anticipate that both the corn and bean values will remain above those levels, and we'll just see what we get on Tuesday. Outside market spillover support not being seen here last night. Crude down $1.27, natural gas down 20 cents, and palm oil also lower. So other market spillover support not being seen so far. Switching over to cattle, it seemed most of our trades yesterday were 124. We saw that in the open market before the Fed Cattle Exchange started, and we also saw it on the Fed Cattle Exchange. So we'll go ahead and say that our cash trade is about the 124 level for Kansas and Texas. That brings us back to the level we had been trading most of the month of September. It's a strong enough trade to correct the fact that futures were a bit oversold. It's not quite strong enough to start a new rally here yet. We have been seeing some modest to decent size support throughout the week in the futures. It would be rare if that was funds. Typically, after a major liquidation, they don't usually turn around and start placing a brand new long order again or build a long position. But it is at least possible. We'll have to wait on that one. We'll have to wait to at least tomorrow's Commitment of Traders report, but actually more likely we'll be waiting till next Friday's Commitment of Traders report to get any confirmation if funds are truly coming back into the cattle market. So we'll see what we get here on weekly exports in just about 40 minutes, and then we'll see what we get for trade leading into Tuesday's supply and demand report. Again, anticipating slightly bearish report for corn and modestly to maybe even aggressively bearish for beans. If anyone has any questions today, give me a call when you have time. Thank you.